Good morning, all of you. Very good morning, all of you. So before starting, let us fix our agenda. Before starting, let us fix our agenda. What we're going to be discussing for today and tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Let us fix our agenda. So today we're going to be discussing about what is DevOps. What is exactly DevOps for today only. In tomorrow, we're going to be discussing about what is AWS and what is a AWS versus and DevOps. What is the difference between these two? That is a class for tomorrow. And day after tomorrow onwards, we starting the regular classes. Okay, today understanding DevOps. Tomorrow we are focused on AWS. And by concluding of what is AWS DevOps, what is AWS administration, what is the difference, these are all by tomorrow. Day after tomorrow onwards, we're going to be start our regular classes. Okay. So before starting our session, let us course over what exactly this course, what we are going to be covered, what are the course fee structure, timings. So let us discuss first, then we'll move forwarding into the demo. So total duration is 4.5 months. Total duration is 4.5 months. In this 4.5 months duration, complete DevOps covered, complete AWS will be covered. Complete AWS, complete DevOps will be covered. So, but for learning these two courses, we required a prerequisitions, which are all those guys, please. Linux basics and shell script. So these two I will be covered. Don't worry. If you don't have a knowledge on top of it, don't worry. I will try to help you on top of it. No programming. Java, .NET, Python is not required. Java, Python is not required. So you require a laptop with this configuration. You require a laptop with this configuration for daily practice. More than this also very good. It's okay. But less than it is not recommended. Either same or above this configuration is okay. Fine. So freshers can join in this course and any experienced students also can join in this course. So the minimal graduation is required. Undergraduation, not required. So educational qualification, minimum, any graduation. Okay. So these are all our course prerequisition. But if you are joining in the course, which are all the benefits, guys, please? Daily class recording videos. What I'm delivering practically in front of you, that will be recorded. I'm going to be send you on a same day to your registered email address. Try to, you can able to practice daily basis. Okay. Daily class recording videos. After the payment, you will receive via Google Drive. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of software materials I'm going to be providing. Our course starts with very basic level. Finish with what? Advanced level, this course. And each and every class is a practically implemented in front of you that you need to practice in your laptop. After completion of course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. Okay. Daily 1 hour class, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It is fixed. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. it is a fixed. Okay. The classes are Monday to Saturday. No classes on Sunday. Sunday is a completely holiday. You are going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, complete AWS for daily recordings. Daily recordings. And if you want to talk to admin for further communication, for recording, for meetings, for admin kind of questions, please be talk to this number. Okay, or else you can WhatsApp also. And what I'm going to be cover, what I'm going to be deliver, if you can able to, if you want to see, just directly copy paste into any browser, you can able to find a document list. You can, from this document list, you can able to come to know DevOps content, AWS content. So totally 20 pages of DevOps content, 10 pages of AWS content, I'm going to be deliver. I'm going to be deliver, guys, please. I'm going to be 20 pages of DevOps, 10 pages of AWS. I'm going to be deliver. Clear, all of you understood very clearly. So offline students, please take a one photo. Please take a one photo of this. Offline number is there. 885 to 885 to 96. Take that photo also. Okay. But before starting, let it be introduce myself. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of IT experience. My career starts as a Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer. From last 5 years onwards, working as a senior DevOps engineer, including AWS and Azure also. That is in exactly my profile. But before starts, I have 3 questions I want to discuss with you. What are the first question? What is an application? Second question, what is a server? Third question, what is SDLC? So what is an application, please? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, we call as a application. That application we're gonna be placed on servers. We're gonna be placed on servers. Once if it is placed on servers, we can access that application over internet as a website, like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show, whatever name. Repeat for our understanding. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're going to be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. As a website. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development life cycle. So by using SDLC, by following SDLC, we can produce an application for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. Repeat. By using software development lifecycle, we can able to produce a software for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. But for example, if you want to build your own website, your own application for doing a business, how exactly? Directly we can able to do in a single day, overnight? No, it is not possible. So what we need to do? By following, these are all the stages. Which are all the stages available in SDLC? Please list down, please. Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So first step is what I need to do? Analysis, then design, then develop software. Whether it's working or not, we need to verify. Place on server side. Then we can access over internet. Whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor maintenance. These are all the stages and steps we need to follow. So if you want to build a Flipkart kind of application, what is the first step which we need to do, please? What is the first step which we need to do? Please tell me. So analysis means what? Gathering information from client. Have exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, and what is the business model? What is an exactly client is expecting, and each and everything will be gathered. Each and everything will be gathered based on gathering information. Based on gathering information. So our architects will be analysis and design. Design is nothing but what? A plan. According to the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code. Our developers will implement lines of code. Once if it is an implement the lines of code, once if it is an implement lines of code, so whether it is working or not, our testers will be verified. Whether the login page is properly working, registration properly working, each and every function is tested by testers, verified by the testers. Once if it is everything is fine, then as a DevOps engineer, we're going to be placed on hundreds of servers, which you are calling as what? Deployment. Placing website on hundreds of servers, we are calling as what? Deployment. Placing websites on hundreds of servers, which you are calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is deployed, so we can able to access over a internet as a website. But whether it is working or not, we're going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what? Software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. Got it very clear, all of you? Is it perfectly understood? It's very clearly each and every student up to this point. Clear. Excellent. But on top of, if you are a software engineer, directly or indirectly, we are part of SDLC. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if it is a DevOps engineer, what exactly we can able to do, guys, please? If you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly we're doing? Let us understand right now. Okay. So first of all, what is a DEV? DEV is nothing but a software development. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. So software development plus operation, which we are calling as what? DevOps. That means what exactly? Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. Our roles and responsibility start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. Ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of coding, build, testing, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. And monitoring. But to be frankly, I'm telling you, we are not writing any code. We are not writing any test case. Sir, what exactly we're doing? So we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps process from dev environment to operation. That is an exactly job which we are going to be doing. Got it? Understood? Tell me. Is DevOps is a technology? Yes or no? Is DevOps is a technology? Yes or no? No. Answer is no. DevOps is not like a Java. DevOps is not like a Python. DevOps is not like a .NET. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a set of principles, set of rules which we are following while implementing an automated process from dev environment to operation. Guys, please tell me what is DevOps? DevOps is an automated process. While implementing this an automated process, we are following set of rules, set of principles, set of practices. Understood very clearly? Is nothing but what? DevOps. Usually, what will happen? Let us try to understand. Usually. So, usually what will happen? We have a dev environment, we have a production environment. Usually, the developers are writing a lines of code. Every day, morning to evening, developers are writing a lines of code or not, yes or no? That code we're going to be delivering into the production environment. Delivering into the production environment. How exactly we're going to be delivering? Within a shortest time, with a high quality, with a low cost, with an automated process, which we are going to be delivering. That is an exactly job done by the DevOps. Clear? For our understanding, repeat this point. Repeat again this. So developers are continuously writing a lines of code. Keep on writing lines of code. So the entire lines of code, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, is nothing but what? Our DevOps process. But actually, when you are getting into the company, what is an exactly major goal, major responsibility? What is an exactly roles and responsibility? Major roles and responsibility is replacing a complex pipeline. Replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. That is in exactly which we are going to do after getting a job. So what is a complex pipeline? What is an exactly complex pipeline? The complex pipeline is nothing but what? Is nothing but what? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. So a transparent pipeline is a DevOps. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Why we are calling DevOps is a transparent? Let us understand right now. Sir, so why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because if it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation to testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. If it is a manual process, if we got an issue, any problem in the middle of the process, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. For identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. If it is take long time to deliver any product, definitely the cost is increased. Not only in this place, go for any scenario. So whatever product, if you are delivering a long time, long delay, definitely cost will be increased, quality will be decreased. So that is the reason to overcome this problem, we are going to be replacing with what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. Our DevOps transparent pipeline. So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, everything is automated, everything is visualized, everything is automated. So that means what? So even though if you got an issue in middle of the process, easily we can able to identify as soon as possible, and we can able to deliver our working software into the client. If we can able to deliver as soon as possible, that means what? Cost is decreased, quality will be increased. Cost is decreased, quality will be increased. This is what exactly we are expecting in any product. So as a DevOps engineer, we're replacing with what? A complex pipeline with what? Tell me. Transparent pipe. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this. The actual DevOps transparent pipeline look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have several stages and several phases. Which are all those? And let us try to understand. So let it be understand, let it be list down. So which are all the stages, guys? What are the first stages, guys, please? Plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operations. In this DevOps process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. Means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. But to be frankly, we are not doing any planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test case. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operation. That is in exactly which we are gonna be doing. Clear? Is it perfect, all of you? Clear? Right. But let us understand step by step how exactly, what exactly we are doing. Means what is in exactly roles and responsibilities each and every stage. Let us try to understand, right? So tell me, are we part of planning? Guys, all of you. No, we're not doing any plan. Are we part of coding? Please help me. Yes, we are part of coding, but we're not writing any code. We are part of coding, but we never ever write any coding. So writing is responsible by the developer. Whatever the Java code, whatever the programming programs is written by developer itself. Once if it is written, it's gonna be maintenance by DevOps engineer. Help me. Written by maintenance by repeat one more time. So the lines of code is written by developer, maintenance by DevOps engineer. The question is, but how many developers writing code? N number of developers are continuously writing a code. The N number of developer lines of code, we are going to be maintained continuously. Continuously, we need to integrate. Means what? We need to combine all developer lines of code. Once if it is an integrate all developer lines of code, once if it is an integrate like all lines of code, whether it is working or not, we are going to be execute a test cases. These test cases are written by testers only, not by you. So this test case is written by testers. So, but our job is going to be integrating in this an automated process. Once if it is an execute these test cases, if we got an error, and automatically it is redirecting back to the developer. Developer, you need to verify and you need to fix, and again integration, again execute test case. Again we got an error, again redirecting back to the developer. Then again error, again fix. This loop will be repeated until resolving all errors, all issues with the zero errors. If it is zero errors, what we are calling? The working software as an application. The working software as a application. The working software as a application. Application. Understood very clearly. So directly we're going to be deploy? No, we're going to be delivering into the release. Release is nothing but what exactly? Somewhere else we need to halt sometime. Once if it is halt, a particular period of time in a particular maintenance window, we're going to be placing our applications on hundreds of servers, which are calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is deployed, we can access our internet as a website. Our internet as a website or application. Got it very clearly? Understood this flow? So as the DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. We are not writing any, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated process from dev environment to operation is nothing but what? Our DevOps process. But for implementing this DevOps process, which are all the tools we are going to be learning? Okay, we understood very clearly what is the DevOps, what is the flow, what is the roles and responsibility, what we need to do. Agreed. But how we can able to implement this? By helping of tools. Which are all the tools we going to be learning? Which are all the tools we are going to be learning? Let it be list down first. A Git we are going to be learning. Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Chef, AWS, Amazon Web Services, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Terraform. So these are all the tools we are going to be learning for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline. But how exactly we are going to be using each and every tool in this process, how we going to be, where we are going to be using, let us try to understand. So Git is a version control. Once whatever the lines of code is written, those lines of code, it's gonna be maintained in a Git as a version wide as a separate copies. Whatever the lines of code, all developer lines of code, we're gonna be maintained in a Git version control as a separate copy. Once if it is maintained, whether the software is working or not, whether the lines of code working or not, we're gonna be build and generate an active factory. Maven is a build tool. We're gonna be generate an active factories either on Git and Maven. We're gonna be in implementing an automated process. An automated process. Jenkins is a CI automation tool. By helping of Jenkins, we can able to implement a continuous integration, a continuous delivery, continuous integration, continuous delivery, which we can able to implement an automated process. So we are gonna be maintain all developer lines of code in a Git, and we're gonna be build a Java project by helping of Maven. And once if it is done, then we're gonna be integrate continuously, automatically, and making working software. Once if it is making working software, we're gonna be delivering into the release. The release is nothing but what? JFrog. And we're going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is a code analyzer. Whether the developers are following standards or not, the SonarQube will be analysis. So we're going to be learning Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube. So by helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, we can able to implement a CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. Continuous delivery. Once if it is continuous delivery, we're going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers. We're going to be placed on hundreds of servers, placing our website on hundreds of servers, which we are calling as what? Deployment. Deployment. So how exactly we can able to handle this? By helping of configuration management. We can able to handle hundreds of servers by helping of configuration management. Configuration management. What is an exactly configuration management? So replacing a manual configuration process with what? An automated process on a hundreds of servers at a time, automatically. Is nothing but what? Configuration management. So for example, I want to create a file on 1000 servers. I want to install a software on 1000 servers. Is it really possible in a day? In an hour? No. A couple of weeks, couple of months also it will take. But I want to do immediately within a half minute. How can I? We are expecting what? An automated process. So we're replacing a manual configuration process with what? An automated process on hundreds of servers. We're calling as what? Configuration management. For this, we are going to be learning two tools, Chef and Ansible. Chef and Ansible. Chef and Ansible. By helping of configuration management, we can automate a production environment. We can automate testing environment. We can automate a dev environment also. But so for this, which are all the tools we're going to be learning? Ansible we are going to be learning. Chef also we're going to be learning. But Ansible is a push model. Chef is a pull model. One push model we're going to be learning. One pull model we're going to be learning. But from where exactly we can able to get these hundreds of servers? By helping of Ansible, by helping of Chef, we can able to automate hundreds of servers or not? Yes or no? But from where exactly we can able to get these hundreds of servers? Either from physical environment, or from virtual environment, or from cloud. Which cloud? AWS. AWS cloud we are going to be using it. By helping of AWS, we can able to get a hundreds of servers. Those hundreds of servers, we can make it as a production. We can deploy our applications. Repeat for our understanding. Getting hundreds of servers from AWS. Those hundreds of servers, we can automate by helping of Ansible and Chef. Got it very clear. So placing our websites on placing a Flipkart kind of application, we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. Then only we can access our internet, am I right? So not only placing our websites on AWS servers, we can able to place on Docker containers also. What is the Docker container? Docker container is an isolated area which can place our websites very easily with low cost, with high performance. How exactly we can able to transport your how exactly you can able to use the real-time containers. The same way we can able to use a Docker containers. But what is the difference here? Here is which we can able to use for transporting goods and fish franz, maybe wheat dal, whatever maybe. But we are transporting here is only application, Java application, .NET application, Python application, websites we are going to be handling. But how exactly these are all the containers can manage by ship. One ship can manage all containers. Same way, all our Docker containers we can able to manage with Kubernetes. Kubernetes is like a ship. All our Docker containers we can control or manage by Kubernetes. And we're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. By helping of Vagrant, we can able to create a virtual machines on a laptop very easily. Very easily. And we're going to be learning Nagios. Nagios is a system monitoring. By helping of Nagios, we can able to monitor our servers, whether server is up or running, what are the CPU, what are the RAM, and each and everything we are going to be monitor. And we're going to be learning ELK, Elastic Log Stack Kibana. So these three are different tools, but by helping of these three tools, we are going to be monitoring our application. So maybe sometime, so whether the application, each and performance good while you're accessing, while you're using, whether this application performance good or bad, how performing, each and everything we are going to be monitor, and it will be generated analytics look like this. And we're going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure any cloud. It suits for any cloud. We can use Terraform in Azure. We can choose Terraform in AWS. We can choose Terraform in Google also. It is a cross cloud platform. It is a cross cloud platform. So I'm going to be repeat. By helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Chef, Ansible, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, ELK, and Terraform. These are all the tools we are going to be using for implementing this DevOps and automated process. Clear, understood what is the DevOps and which are all the tools we're going to be learning in DevOps? But so while implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operation, make sure whether you can able to deliver within a shortest time, with a high quality, with low cost, with a low failure rate, is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. Is nothing but what? DevOps for today. Today, we understood very clearly what is exactly DevOps. But tomorrow, so today how we discussing how we come to DevOps, tomorrow AWS point of view, totally. But after understanding AWS, by end of the tomorrow session, we can conclude what is the difference between AWS and DevOps, and what is the difference between major difference, and why we are using AWS, why we are using DevOps. We're gonna be understand by tomorrow session. And day after tomorrow, we're gonna be start our regular and practical sessions. Regular and practical sessions. And one more thing. So, any questions, please? Okay, please wait 1 second. So let us revise one more time. Some of the students are joined very late. Let them get benefit also. Please be revised one more time, 4 hours. So totally duration is what? 4.5 months. So complete DevOps, complete AWS will be covered. And Linux basics and shell script, I will be covered. So no programming, Java.NET is not required. You require a laptop with this configuration for daily practice. So freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. And any graduate can also join in this course. And daily class recording videos after the payment, I'm going to be shared with you via Google Drive. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects I'm going to be providing with you, and 80% soft materials also. Our course starts with what? Our course starts with what? Basic level, finish with what? Advanced level. Each and every class is a practically implemented in front of you that you need to practice in your laptop. So after completion of course, you will receive a certificate, course complete certificate from our institute. Daily 1 hour class, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So classes are Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a completely holiday. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, complete AWS for daily recordings. So if you want to talk to admin for regarding fees and payments and drive access, meeting links, and further communication, please use this number. You can call at any point of time and you can WhatsApp, drop you one WhatsApp message also. This is our course content link, which I already shared with you. So please, you can copy paste in any browser. You can able to get it my course content. All of you can take it from chat box. And once if it is done, then you can see if you double click. So AWS content, DevOps content, you can able to get it from here. So that is an exactly our class for today. Fine. Yes. So Srinivas, yes. So after completion of AWS, you can able to eligible for doing a certificate. You can able to prepare, you can able to go for AWS certification. So Srivastav. Yes. Yeah, any other question, please? I'm waiting for your questions. Any questions, please? Is anybody want to talk to me? Is anybody want to talk to me, please? Fine. So we'll continue by tomorrow. Same link. We'll go for with what? Same time, same link. Whatever you use today, the same link for tomorrow session also. Thank you.